What up, YouTube? It's your boy Banks, and we back in the building. You feel me? It's True Talks, cause True Talks. All right, let's get straight right into it. So you already know, obviously, the other night the Raptors did lose to the Bulls, and when they lost to the Bulls, that one was tough. There's no need to really do a breakdown fully on that one because for the most part, they had a horrendous starting lineup of, they had Van Vliet. No, Trent was there. Trent was injured and he's a shooter. So that obviously changes the dynamics of the offense, and the defense on the opponent side can now guard you with shrinking the floor, and they could get away with all of that type of stuff, which is why no coincidence, or it isn't a coincidence that, the fact that the Raptors shot horrendously from three. I don't even know what it was, 6 for like 32 or some fugaziness. So like when you look at it from that perspective, yeah, they shot 6 for 32, 18.8%. Like that's horrendous, right? And Van Vliet had to go 3 for 12. But like the reason why they shot that bad, look at their starting lineup. You have Van Vliet, literally Pascal or Scotty is playing the 2, right? Probably Scotty. That's Scotty playing the 2, Pascal playing the 3, Achua Precious playing the 4. And Ken Burch playing the 5. You have 4 non-shooters and 1 shooter. And for the whole part, it basically was like that, right? So when you look at it, I already knew they were coming to lose. They were actually in a tight game in the third quarters when it got out of hand and they went on a run, the Bulls. And, it wasn't, at least if they had Trent, even though we know Raptors are still missing OG, but even if they have Trent and Van Vliet then at least, you have shooters. But Pascal went 0 for 2, Precious went 0 for 5, Scotty went 0 for 1, Ken Burch went 0 for 2. And Van Vliet went 3 for 12, right? So you look at Boucher went 1 for 4. Brooks went 2 for 5. So, when you're struggling shooting like that and the defense can guard you differently, like that it's hard to actually win that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't even need to do a breakdown on that. But for the most part, this video is supposed to be out from time when, especially, breaking down the Philly game. And that's what we're going to do now, right? Basically understanding why I was focusing on how much, if you follow me on Twitter, right, how much of a mishap that Lakers game was. You see how they lost in overtime versus the Lakers. Like that game was supposed to be a guaranteed win. And now you would actually be in a situation right now facing the Cavs. You guys would be tied with the same record right now. And you would be facing the Cavs trying to get the 6th seed to face Philly because, look, Philly's a team that you can beat. It's clear. Not just only of the last game, but from what I've always been saying from time, right? When you look at it from that perspective, right now they would be able to face in the Cavs Thursday, tomorrow. They would have an opportunity to go up, you know what I'm saying, in terms of the win-loss column, be 1 game ahead. And that would make a huge difference because right now, if they're tied, if they beat the Cavs, it's not going to win the tiebreaker because they already lost 3 out of the 4 games already right now up to this point versus the Cavs. And then not only that, you're just going to make them, if you beat them, you're just going to bring them to a tie game scenario. But for the most part, you could have actually went up. So that's why that Lakers game might change the whole trajectory of the Raptors playoffs and just this upset and just everything. It might change. That one game was crucial because look at it. If it comes down to it, right? That one game, if it comes down to it, where now they're tied versus the Cavs to end the season. The Cavs will have the 6th seed, and the Raptors will have the 7th seed in the play-in, and at best, if they beat the Nets, they're still 7th, and then they face the Bucks. You'd rather face the Sixers than the Bucks, because the Bucks aren't the same Bucks that, even if they build a wall around Giannis, they still have Middleton and Drew Holiday. They have creators, so they could find a way to get out of his hand, put Giannis at the 5, and play a whole completely different game than what we're used to, and that's what they were able to do. They have different personnel, right, at hand, and they're the championship team, so they move different. The confidence is different, right? But playing the Sixers with Harden and Embiid, like those two guys have been the guys. Obviously, people didn't really talk about Embiid, but if you look at Embiid's track record, you would see in big games and how he plays, even if he plays big the whole game. Look at the last 7-minute, 5-minute stretch of each of those games, those possessions. His palms are normally sweaty. He gets uncharacteristic turnovers, or maybe it's now characteristic. And then not only that, you'll see his play. He moves frail in terms of his shots. He's trying to draw fouls. He's not really playing smooth criminal type of elite offensive weapon arsenal that you see him display in the first 3 quarters and when he's confident killing. You see him killing Capellas, in the first quarter versus the Hawks last year, flexing on mans. That when you get to the fourth quarter, when Trae Young and the Hawks are applying pressure, you see him all of a sudden start passing the rock to Ben Simmons and stuff like that. Like, this is from time. This is not like a 1-game sample size. If you really pay attention, that's why I always said Ben Simmons was not the problem, which is why you play playoff atmosphere type of games, playoff atmosphere type of teams. You face the Nets, you get blown out. You face the Raptors, you lose, even though, you're supposed to win these games according to you're the better team. And now you have Harden. Oh my God, you're a whole different echelon, especially when you win 5 straight with Harden versus other teams. But like I said, when it matters, playoff type of atmosphere, look at this play style. This is why the Nets wanted to part ways with Harden, especially KD and Kyrie. Like, you see how they want flow. Nash, they want flow. Golden State type of flow, but you sprinkle in the fact that now Golden State type of flow has elite bucket getters in terms of KD and Kyrie with elite one-on-one specialists. That's what Golden State never had until KD got there. But now you have 2 of KD and Kyrie, 2 of elite one-on-one bucket getters, in a Golden State type of offense, and they could do Golden State movement. That's why it's different. So Harden was canceling that, which is why I was saying it was frustrating watching Harden, because when he's out the game, you see the flow move. Even Patty Mills starts getting way more shots. Like, the flow was completely different. Then when you see Harden in the game, like I showed, or like I'm going to show, you'll see how it's going to really move. Let's go into the context, because I gave you that context. You'll see. Let's go straight right into it, boy. Man, there's so many reasons why Philly is not as nice as people think. But anyways, let's really look. Pascal with the switch with Embiid on. You got to cook him. Okay, show me something, bruh. Great defense by Embiid. You got to be aggressive and cook him. You can't pass the ball with 3 seconds left on the clock. Good steal by Harden. It's a slow transition. They don't really run like that. And this is the problem with Harden. Look right here. He doesn't catch and shoot. He's the biggest waster of opportunities that I've seen from a superstar right now in the NBA. Like, he wastes opportunities OD, and then now other people are put in bad scenarios, right? So you just rotate, come back, run that PNR to pick and switch, and then you already know, through the legs killer. And draw a foul. You know what I'm saying? He's always going to do the through the legs, either blow by left or do the right to left, right to left crossover from through the legs. See right here, switch again. See, he wastes opportunities off the screen. Poof, rebound, decent. And what's going to happen for Embiid and Harden? They're going to get a lot of one-on-one. That's what they're going to do. See, he wastes opportunities again. Had to pull up. See, get padded. And then force, he's forced to step back. Clock 9. He's going to hit that. He's going to hit that. Every time the clock 9, he does a step back, he's going to probably hit that or be close. But for the most part, that's not part of his bag. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, you could upset Philly, especially in the first round, especially from the Raptors end. Right here, Scotty, go to work. Oh my God. My goodness, Scotty. He said balling is my hobby. My goodness, man. Right here. See? Same crossover. Yeah, bro. And then you're going to pass a thigh ball and there's going to be a reset. Like, this is why playoff basketball, playoff Harden struggles, man. Like, see, pass it to Embiid late in the clock. And they don't have shooters like that catch and shoot. I'm telling you. Though, when they're hot, they're hot. But for the most part, like, you can live and die by it. See right here, again, Mono's going to have to cook. And then, nothing. That's what you're going to live with. Niang shooting contested. That's what they're going to live with. Like, I try to tell people, losing Seth, and like, that's one of their biggest mistakes that they made. My goodness. I can hit B. I got the mid D. Spicy P. You got to show that. And then right here, Harden again. It's going to be PNR, and it's going to be after Embiid. See right here, off the pick, he has wasted a whole opportunity. Look at this, a pull-up, a drifter. Like, that's a fade, that's a step back, right? Dog, he wasted bare. Look at this. And try to do that right to left cross every time. And it's going to be Embiid post-up. Like, they're just going to main one-on-one with clock dying. And it's like, dog, how many, like, can you live and kill a teams off this in playoff basketball, like doing this play style? No, you're not. Oh my God, that's how you feel? My goodness, good block, Thibault. Thibault's great defense, but he's a 3-point liability. You know what I'm saying? Right here, transition, slow transition. What are we doing? See? Now, go, see? What are we doing? Okay? See? Waste opportunity. Again, he didn't catch and shoot. Look. And then you're going to have to look at this. Look at Thibault. You can sack, bruh. Look at the defense. Look how the Raptors played elite defense. Like, this personnel is actually fugazi. I don't like it for the Sixers. People, they thought about it, oh my God, when it first happened. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, bruh. My goodness, Pascal snapping. Man, it's beautiful to see that he's shooting more. This is what I want to see from Pascal. This is what I want to see. But for the most part, you see with the Sixers, like, that honeymoon phase is over. Now teams is locked in, and look, you're going to force them one-on-one with man's doubling off Embiid. See? Rebounds. And then stripped. Like, because they have personnel. They have certain guys you could double off of. A lot of guys, actually, when you look at it. See? Doesn't catch and shoot. Waste opportunity getting Harden. So he likes to, like, he's going to force a lot of slow pace. Bruh. And then the step back. Like, you live and die by it. So, you know, for the most part, obviously, when he's hitting. But see, left to right cross. Right there. You know what I mean? Another foul. But, like, or a charge or whatever it was. But it's the same thing, man. The same thing. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. And right here, see, mano y mano. Is he going to defend too? Show me something. You better kill Harden. You better kill him, Pascal. My God, with the twinkle toes. I sprinkled those. Bro, dog, that's tough. See, Akam, man. He's killing. That's what I like to see. And then right here, look, Harden comes up himself, okay? Switch, mano y mano. This is what you're going to have to live with, Philly fans, man. Slow pace, same crossover again. And obviously he made the floater if you know her. But can you live and die by that at a steady diet to win a playoff series, 7-game series versus good defensive teams when they lock in on you? Look, waste opportunity is not going to be there. Just everything's picked to switch. Slow pace. This is why Brooklyn was mad. Slow pace, one-on-one. Cancel all these actions. This is what he's going to do. And then look, and it passes someone late in the clock. He hits DeAndre Jordan. Like, that's what we do. When you're hitting DeAndre Jordan at the elbow, that's what we do. That's what we doing. Like, this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, this is why Houston struggles. You know, OKC struggles when it mattered in the finals. Like, again, I don't even bring up OKC because he played nice and it was a different Harden. But, like, ever since, see, look, Cookie's at half court, yo. And you can see, obviously, Doc's like, God damn, yo, that's what we doing, yo. Like, bro, he's like, that's two, yo. That's two in a row. So now, like, you got to look. Scotty on him, and then again, crossover, good crossover, and it's a charge. It's the same right to left crossover from through the legs, and then once in a blue moon, he'll blow by you going left. And this is what I'm trying to, bruh. And then, see? Bruh. You could help and sag off of Tobias. You could say, like, this is what I'm talking about. People don't understand what I was trying to say with the personnel. They don't have catch and shooters like they don't have a JJ Redick. They don't have Steph Curry. Saying, my goodness, great draw foul. And he's going to draw the foul. But can you live and die by the slow pace every single play? Through the legs every time. And then with the switch. And then again, another through the legs. And then was it coming? You already know it's coming. Oh, see, random double, see? And look at that. You can play off him, help. And contest and get back. See, like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, this personnel with the Sixers, I don't trust it. I don't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Raptors, my God, blow by. That's tough, Precious. That's tough. You can live by that. And at the end of the day, you could, dog, I can see an upset. I can smell it in the air from a plethora of teams, actually. Step back, sidestep. And then you already know, dog. Do I need to say more? Pump fake. And look what it leads to. And that's what I'm trying to tell people, man. The Harden trade into Philly is two guys with Harden and Embiid that I don't even trust in the clutch. But then now the play style is actually a clash. And it's like, look at this. Bruh. And look at his offense. Look at his offense. Bruh. Look at his offense. That's what we doing? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, this is why they have 82 points. And then money. My goodness, bro. That's what I'm talking about, yo. And then look what it leads to. And I feel like the Raptors have an opportunity to try and get the 6th seed, which they're close to. They play the Cavs Thursday. But look, like, dog. And then when Harden's not in the game, it's straight. Go to the Embiid on the block. But look right here. No personnel. Thibault on the corner. You can help off him. Look at Boucher. Steals the entry pass. Beautiful, because Thibault's in no space in territory because he's not a non-shooter. You don't have to pay attention to him. You can help off the weak side, especially. So it's like, dog, there's so many different. See, look right here. Passes it, catch and shoot. He's not feeling it. He's not even going to catch and shoot. Mans aren't even, like, look at this. That's what happens when you're struggling like that. See? And then Embiid going to work. You're going to have to live and die by Embiid going to work. That's what you're going to have to live and die by. And Embiid also too in the clutch, bro. Look. forced in the clutch. Look at this slow break, and even Embiid in the clutch before. Look at slow break, everything. You let Boucher get back in time. Look at this. Thibault has to cut because he's not going to space out to the 3. If he space out to the 3, that's a different transition bucket. But look now, you see what I'm saying? Like, right here, though, Pascal, you need to get better. Off the screen, Embiid's going to sag off you. He's not even switching. He's just maxi hedging, going back. Like, and then you're going to ask for the screen again. Like, look at the space. Just go and pull the shot, man. Like, stop asking for a screen, OD, sagging off you. Make Embiid have to guard, yo. Drop coverages and all. Look at this. Pull from 3. Wide open. And Pascal waste opportunity. Okay, now he finally pulled. I like it. He missed it. I like the pull, but, like, it's too long for that. Like, you shouldn't even be, you should have pulled from time. But anyways, again, it's the personnel and the fit with the Sixers that I'm seeing that I knew from time. I'm not going to, like, look right here, post entry. You can help off everything. See right here. Harden's already at half court. He's not even in the threat position, so Gary Trent can help and dig if he wants to. And then look right here. You're going to have to live with Embiid, Mono. Look at all the spacing, all the gapping that they're doing. Thibault at free throw line. Like, bro, look at this. You have to live by that. And even Embiid in the clutch, I don't trust mono ISOs. We've seen he hasn't gone far with that. God damn, Scotty, don't do a no look. And then again, another slow break. That's what they're going to do. Kill. And look at Thibault, no space in, bro. And he drew the foul right there. But look at the space and look how ugly their play is right now. And I try to tell people this is what I see. I envision this with Philly. Yes, those 5 games, they looked elite when they first played. But I envision this kind of play with Philly in playoff atmospheres and playoff intensity and playoff defense. This is what I anticipate. Look at here, right here. He's doing it through the legs, but instead of through the legs, right to left cross, he does it again. See? And then they call the foul. It's the same through the legs, right to left cross. Every time. He's done it like 6, 7, 8 times just in this clip alone that I'm showing y'all. Like, it's the same personnel, the same takes. Like, when you're so repetitive and one-dimensional like that, it becomes easy to guard. And that's what Harden's problem is, and that's why he struggles in the playoff time. That's tough. My goodness, I could hit me. I got the mid D. I see you, Pascal. That's beautiful. You need to play like that always, yo. In the clutch time, do I trust mine? Is it him now? Look at this switch again. Slow break, now slow switch, slow. Look, they double slow, and then look at his offense, man. And then everyone could just gap Thibault in the paint. Look at this. And then again, not a bucket. Again, I don't trust Embiid with those takes, and I will live and die by that all day, every day, because he's not even taking advantage of his size, bullying in the paint. And this is what frustrates Shaq and some of those guys, right? So it's like, and what are we doing here? Pick the switch. It didn't work. Just cooking Pascal. He waved him off. I see. He's controlling. Hey, that could have been a foul. But you can see how he's controlling the offense. He's even waving mans off, dictating when he's comfortable and when he's confident. That's what you like to see from Pascal. And this is even without Van Vliet. So what are we doing here again? Pick the switch. And you already know he's going to do the same, right to left. But he must see right here, instead of the right to left, same through the legs, though, he's going to blow by left. See? And then instead of crossing over, he's going to go straight left and blow by this time. See? Reads it, slaps his leg, goes by. Obviously contested. You can live and die by that. Especially with, hamstring Harden. He's not as quick. He's like, bruh, you have to advance your arsenal, man. You can't do the same takes. What are we doing here? Screen right here. Okay. Right here. If he passed it right away, he took a dribble to pass. That's why they able to recover. He took too long to pass that. Now, Scotty, he could have still shot it, but you know what I mean? It's not the same. You just Pascal sussed that. Bruh. And then obviously, the Raptors missed that. But for the most part, it don't matter because you don't trust the Philadelphia 76ers to have great offensive possessions anyways. Look at this. Look at the personnel. Look right here. Again, pick the switch. Embiid actually was rolling. He actually could have threw a dime alley. But, Harden didn't see that. He's running the play robotically, to get Embiid. And right here, Embiid's in the way. He has Gary Trent on him. And then look. Tobias can't even go nowhere. Cookie stripped. Bruh. And that, this is horrendous. Bruh. And that's Game Boy. No, Nintendo. That's a foul. But, look at this. This is what I'm showing you with the personnel. It's horrendous, yo. And this is what I'm saying, man. This is what people don't understand. You've seen what I showed. Look at the slow pace. Obviously, playoffs is going to be slow pace because mans will foul you, do the take foul and stuff like that. But it's not always slow pace. You still move and run in scenarios that you can when you get off a long rebound, stuff like that. Harden will always walk it up. You already know slow jog like I showed. And this is multiple plays. This is not like one play I'm showing you. I'm showing you bare plays, right? They don't show you this. This is what I'm saying. You have to watch the game and have the trained eye to understand what you're seeing. You see all of this on paper when you're like, oh my God, Embiid, Harden pick and roll is going to be dangerous. I always said, no, it's not. They're eventually going to just pick to switch. That's what they're eventually going to do. And so whether Embiid has a mismatch or has a one-on-one and Harden has a one-on-one, you're not going to get an elite pick and roll where in an alley. You're not going to get those. Embiid is not a roller like a Capella. He's not a roller like those type of rollers. He's slow. Like he has ability, so he doesn't need to do that. He paces himself. He short rolls. You know what I mean? He slow walks on his rolls. Like he doesn't move like that, which is why the perfect player for Embiid in pick and rolls and stuff like that would be like a D Book. Guys who pull up in the gaps, pull up in mid-range. Because he's such a big, large body setting the screens. He gives the screener, the ball handler, he gives them time to operate. So guys like D Book, guys like Chris Paul, Kyrie, even Katie, like guys like that pull up in gaps, pull up in those opportunity situations. Those are the guys that like Embiid will look elite with, which I always said if D Book was with Embiid, that would be more so Shaq and Kobe-esque, or Kobe and a Kareem type. Hakeem type of. You know what I mean? Like Harden is not like, he literally is running the pick and roll just to either get his switch to do his slow and his step back or blow by or whatever, or he's gonna give it to Embiid, and you're still running the clock down to 5 seconds, 7 seconds. Like it's a slow pace offense, and you're literally like you're letting the defense. And that's the thing too. If it was just them two with complete supreme Steph Curry's type of shooters, then that will change everything. I won't even say what I'd be saying because you can't really double off of them. So their one-on-one will be even more one-on-one. But now you have Thibault in the corner who I can sag off of, who's more like a Cephalosha. Okay, then you got Tobias Harris, who you can sag off and then get back. He will hit it here and there, but he's not like catching. Like Tobias is a creator. You're making a creator catch and shoot. I can live off of that. Maxey, yes, he can shoot, but he shoots when he has rhythm, and he shoots when he has the ball in his hand, and he's able to create. When you just make him a spot-up guy, he's not going to shoot the same. He'll still hit, but he's not going to shoot the same, so I could gap off that a little bit. Niang, that's what you can have in the game, too. I could gap off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? What are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is what I anticipated in terms of the Sixers from time. And it obviously looked bad right away when they were killing, and it looked nice. And I was like, I was even like, it may be wrong as of what it's looking like right now, but I know myself. That's why I said I'm not going to make a verdict till I see playoff basketball. And when I saw the Nets playoff type of basketball with that Nets Sixers game, you saw the results. If you didn't watch it, if you didn't see, and you really want IQ, go click that breakdown. You know what I mean? Go to my channel and you'll see the video. Then not only that, now you look at the Raptors again, and then now you see like how they're playing in these playoff type of teams, playoff type of atmospheres, and teams that have solid defense that are locking in on you. This is the results you get. And this is why I said Harden and Embiid fit is not the greatest fit. It's not. It's not. You're basically essentially just giving guys one-on-one. Harden doesn't really catch and shoot. Like, so even if you double Embiid and he passes it to Harden's not going to catch and shoot that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the personnel, and this is what I'm saying. This is a setup for playoff disaster. Like, I don't see playoff success. If you weren't able to get it done with Ben Simmons, and Embiid is blaming Ben Simmons, and he's a scapegoat, now you're gonna have, yes, a better, way more talented guy in Harden, but playoff Harden is fugazi. Why? Because this is exactly why he's playoff Harden struggles. One, he relies on fouls. He actually seeks the fouls. It's different when like you beat a man and then like the situation made you like you're trying to get the bucket, but he fouled you and you're taking advantage of a situation. But you actually have an open floater or an open euro or open take, and you rather draw the foul instead of going for the open take. That's what Harden does. That's what Embiid's starting to do, and that's what he's been doing as well too. So now in the playoffs, when they don't call it as tight and they let mans play, this is why Harden is always going like this in playoffs. Right? So that makes his percentages low, because those draw foul shots, when you miss those 5 shots and you try to draw foul and it's not a call, that's brick cities. That's added to your field goal percentage. So that's why you see, and then not only that, now he's out of rhythm. His step back, you already know. Then even mentally, he doesn't rise his level playing the clutch. You already at that fact. He's already more nervous in the clutch. Then now on top of that, he's always dribbling through the legs. He's doing it, and then now you could gap help. Now it's more turnovers. Like, it's just the one-dimensional type of play style you play. Unless you're unguardable in that, then it could work. But he's not unguardable in that. I always told people, when he's hot, he can maybe be unguardable. When it's playoff time, though, you can make him, like, he's so one-dimensional that he's so repetitive how he plays that now you can literally fine-tune on it and just guard him off those ways. Because other ways, he's not going to catch and shoot. He's not going to step back, man. He's not going to post up. He's not going to adjust when mans are locked in on the one thing, three things, two things that he does well. He's not like that. He don't adjust. It's the same way every time. So guys like that, that's why they're going to struggle and be more fugazi, and their play style is going to drop. The IQ, the intangibles behind them is not there. And that's where you see the knock against Harden is valid. And I co-sign that. I've been saying this from time. Then you add that with Embiid as well too. Not as bad as Harden, but it's very similar. Go look at it. This is the results you get. And that's why this is what I've been saying. And now when you link that to the Raptors, if I'm the Raptors, I'm trying to get the 6th seed and I'm trying to win as much games as I could win and try to face the Sixers. Because if you want to upset anybody, the Raptors could definitely upset the Sixers. I have no doubt about it. Because again, in this especially with the personnel that they have, Embiid is not just going to break man's chest and drop 40 and average 40 like Shaq used to. Because Shaq is so dominant, even through double teams, he'll break your chest and bully you. Embiid is not doing that. And when he tries to do that, you could just run lengthy defenders like you have Precious, you have Kem Birch, you have Pascal, you have Scotty. Even though they're not the 7-footers, they're still lengthy, agile defenders. So you run multiple guys at him. It's not really a wall, but it's just double team aggressively on his move. It's not like off the catch, but it's right when he's doing his move, you run at him blitzing. And then that's where turnovers happen. He tries to draw a foul, flails his arms. And that's what you're going to see, just like you saw now. That's what you're going to see, and that's the way to guard them and then make Harden kill you. And it's not like he can't even really pick to switch and get a weak defender. If he tries to pick the switch, he gets Trent on him. Great defender. Pick the switch, gets OG on him. Great defender. Scotty's even, the fact that you get switch, Scotty was even guarding him half court. He gets pressure on him. It's not like he's a weak defender like that. Even Kem Birch, you know what I'm saying? You have length, so it's like, I'm telling you, man, that's a recipe for success. If the Raptors really want to go to push this as far as they could go, I don't see the Raptors passing second round, but I can see them getting to the second round if they face even the Bucks. I think they could upset. That's a different discussion. We'll talk about that later, closer to playoff time. But if they really want to more so guarantee to get the closest possible scenario of like, I'm 70% sure we can go to the second round, face the Sixers, get the 6th seed, get that 6th seed and play the Sixers. That's what you want ideally. If you're the Raptors, I could look at this play. This is the blueprint to beat them. What you just saw, and Nick Nurse is the ultimate coach in terms of throwing random schemes stuff at you. In terms of defensively, he's gonna throw a box in one. He'll do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't play. He literally just doing the settings in 2K. That's most coaches have pride in like lock up your man and whatever. And players have pride in you because they're player coaches, right? They've played before, etc. But coach like Nick Nurse is about getting the dub. I'm using my IQ. That's all it comes down to. Forget y'all. I'm using my IQ. Do that. Do this. It's going to work. The success rate is high. And that's what he's going to do. And it's going to be unconventional. It's going to throw off Embiid. And you already, I can already see it. You know what I'm saying? From a mile away. I can smell it. You know what I'm saying? So you already know. I appreciate y'all. True talks. This next game versus the Cavs for the Raptors is very important. We'll see how it goes. But that Lakers game that one bit the Raptors. That one could have potentially be the difference between a first round exit and a second round exit. Because if they don't face the Sixers, the chances drop drastically of getting to the second round. I still think they could beat the Bucks, but the difficulty meter rises OD. Like that, dog. It's different, yo. And you already know, if you don't think I know what I'm talking about, it's your boy, man. I get buckets, man. The videos should be there. The videos should be there. Go watch your boy get buckets, you get what I'm saying? And that was light work, but I might work, you get what I'm saying? Out of shape and all, but it don't matter. We get buckets on a platter, you feel me? Yeah, I appreciate y'all. You already know. Spread the word. You already know. Click that notification button so you know when I'm here. Because I'm here. I appreciate y'all. You already know. Again, click my links below to follow my social media platforms as well. Twitter, IG, all of that, all the works. You already know. And just spread the word, man. You already know. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I appreciate y'all. You already know, man. So what Elite looks like. And I'm out, man.